Hey everyone.
Hello.
Just before we get started,
Mm-hmm.
there is going to be heavy spoilers all the way through for
Yeah.
a Lyle Crocodile review.
Yeah, it kind of gets a little unhinged.
Immediately.
The review starts around like 25-ish minutes in. We talk about
It
trailers
does.
for a while.
Yeah.
But you've been warned.
Yeah. If
Watch
you want
this
to
movie
know,
first.
I gave it a 40 out of 100. Austin.
I gave it a 86. I really like this
Yes.
movie. But
So-
listen to the review. Just be careful with spoilers. Bye.
Bye. Hello and welcome to That's a Wrap. My name is Anthony Gentry, and joining me today is...
Austin Jameson. Hello.
Hello.
I'm very excited.
Yes.
for
Today
today's
is
episode.
a big episode.
Probably I'd say probably one of our biggest movies of the year. Like
I
we have
think
Black
so.
Adam and we have like
I think this is bigger.
I
Oops.
agree, I think.
For those of you who don't know,
yeah.
of course, we're reviewing the most anticipated
Yeah.
movie of the year,
Mhm.
Lyle Crocodile.
Yeah. It's a classic. I think everybody knows and loves Lyle.
Yeah.
I certainly did.
Did you read the
and
books as a kid?
No.
No.
But this movie is about a singing crocodile
Voiced by, of course, Shawn Mendes.
who I still have no clue who that is.
I thought it was Charlie Puth, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah. But
Anyway,
yeah,
we'll
so
get into that.
we have a little bit of
Yeah.
things to talk about. before we get
Trailers,
there.
a little quick, like
Right,
movie-ish
yes.
review.
Do you want to
And
start
let's
with?
start with that,
Yes.
yeah. This past Friday, Marvel put out a new show, or I guess not a show, like a
like a
little,
special.
movie special on Disney Plus called Werewolf by Night. And I was going to do That's a Wrap Bites on it, which you can check out on NCR or That's a Wrap NCR
Wow.
on our Instagram. But I forgot to do that, so
Mhm.
here I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is really good. I gotta say, I thought it was one of the better Phase 4 MCU projects. And that's because it is very different. They're taking a big swing with this, and it works so well. It's like a throwback to classic, like Universal monster movies,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also like rooted in today. Michael Giacchino is the director of it,
Right.
and he is mainly a composer. This is his first time directing.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta say, I wasn't sure about how he'd do. He was really great as a director. Like, a lot of his choices I loved. Like, he did a lot of slow zoom-ins
Mm-hmm.
onto, like, characters, especially in moments of horror.
Yeah.
And it just worked so well because you could feel, like, the horror of it all.
Fair enough.
And this movie's in black and white, also as a kind of throwback, but also because this movie is very gory and very bloody. It's violent.
I'm surprised.
It is
they would've
very
got away with
violent.
it.
They got away with it
Yeah.
because it was black and white. So the
Fair
blood
enough. Right.
didn't really look like blood,
Mhm.
even though there are blood splatters everywhere. Someone gets like their arm chopped off.
Are we talking like Shining levels of like blood flooding?
No, I wouldn't say
Okay,
that. Like,
okay.
you don't get an elevator full of blood
Mhm.
crashing down, but you do get someone getting shot in in like the mouth with an arrow, and you see
Sick.
him choke out. Like,
Okay.
yeah, it is
Hmm.
violent,
Mhm.
but it's also so good. There's barely any jokes in it,
Mhm.
which I love because
Yeah.
MCU has gone too hard on the jokes
Mhm.
lately, and the only jokes that they have work well, and they're just tiny stuff here and there. Yeah, I thought it was really good. You should definitely check it out. It's on
Mhm.
Disney Plus. It's like 40 minutes long. It's a good length. I hope they do more of these. I know they
Mhm.
have the Guardians of the Galaxy
holiday
holiday special.
special.
I think this year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's sometime in December probably.
Yeah, but
Um,
I'd give it, I don't know, maybe an 85 out of 100, something like that. I thought it was
Um,
really good.
Anthony, I wanted to get your thoughts on another Disney Plus featured
Yes.
thing. What do you think of? What are you thinking of Andor so far?
I wanted to think what you thought of Andor.
Oh, really? Well, here are my thoughts.
Give me all your thoughts.
Yeah, here are my thoughts.
Yeah. Spoilers.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
All right, here are my thoughts.
Here are my thoughts.
We've not seen it.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, we usually talk about like every episode as they come out for
Mhm.
these Marvel and Star Wars shows.
We've not seen, or I've not seen She-Hulk. I know that's like a million episodes in by now.
It's pretty good. This last episode, I think like a bunch of people are loving it. I thought the last episode was pretty good. I don't think it's my favorite. I think the episode before it is my favorite. But yeah, I'm liking She-Hulk. Andor, we're just too busy for it. You know, She-Hulk's like 20 minutes. The Andor's like an hour each.
Right. October is a little insane for me, at least. Well, not that either of these shows started in October, but don't talk to me. I'm busy. So that's all the like TV/movie review, whatnot. So let's go ahead and to get into trailers. What do we got first?
We have 6 trailers to talk about.
Yes.
First 2, I think just going to be slight mentions.
Speed run them.
Yeah. So the first one we have coming out is a Netflix original series called Blockbuster.
I did not know it was a show.
Yeah, it's a TV show.
Out of it. Okay.
And I gotta say, I can see this being kind of good or really bad. I didn't think the trailer was all that. For me, it seemed like Netflix just wanted more people to say, "Oh, I hated Blockbuster."
Yeah, it's propaganda.
Yeah. See, Blockbuster's bad.
Yeah, I don't know what they're really going. Like, it just feels like it's gonna be like another. Here's Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's like a Michael Schur.
Yeah,
creation. But it's like here's a comedic take on a group of employees doing something.
And it's said like from one of the writers of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
And Superstore. I watched the first few episodes of Superstore. I didn't like it. It feels more like Superstore than Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Fair enough.
Because it doesn't feel like it has that Mike Schur magic to it.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, like his shows are amazing. Good Place, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The Office, Parks and Rec. They're all great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't all that.
Nothing to note really. It'll come out and people will talk about it. But
maybe for a day because Netflix just drops it all at once.
Right. What's next? Quick.
Slumberland.
Slumberland.
A Jason Momoa Netflix movie. We got a lot of Netflix stuff today.
So Slumberland is.
It reminded me of Narnia a little bit.
That's fair. I just watched Pan's Labyrinth for a class that I'm in.
Okay.
And this is like Pan's Labyrinth if it wasn't rated R, I guess. This one's like actual innocent fantasy. Like, here's Jason Momoa. He's acting. I don't know what.
I thought it was a cute trailer. Like it. I feel like it gave you like all you really need to know, like
fair
going
enough.
in. Yeah, I thought it was cute. I thought it was fine. I'd watch it. It's not something I feel like I'd like rave about.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It's like it didn't leave a great impression. It just felt like. I will say I got a bunch of trailers rapid fire at me.
Yeah.
And this one, it just felt like another Netflix trailer. Like, it felt like
I loved the beginning.
Here's a new Netflix thing, and here is Jason Momoa is in it. Here's a bunch of CGI, and you know darn well that those VFX teams are overworked.
Yeah, the more the trailer went on, the worse the VFX got, and I just felt bad for the animators.
I hope they're doing good. If they aren't being overworked, then that was a not being
yeah, it's nothing against them.
Yes.
It's against the companies like Netflix and like Marvel that puts them
Marvel
to work
has
and
a lot of bad
doesn't
things
give them
about
enough
it.
time or money. But anyway,
yeah.
I thought the beginning of the trailer was really great. I did think it dragged on the more it went on, but I thought it was fine. I'd watch it. Next trailer we have is for another TV show from Tim Burton called Wednesday, based on the Addams Family. It looks like it's kind of set in modern day, and it looks like it's going for like an R rating.
Yeah.
Which I am surprised by, but I welcome it. I thought this trailer was great.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I'm not very familiar with the like franchise around the Addams Family. I've like never like seen any of the movies or like show related things that came out with it. But it seems pretty good. It seemed like it knew what it was. It seemed like it had an identity.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've heard that it is coming out on a Wednesday, which is very nice.
I just love like Wednesday as a character because she's so like depressing and dark, but she revels in it so much that like they say that joke like so many times throughout all the media they're in. But I never get old of it because I just think it's funny and I think it's really just endearing. And I'm excited for the show. Jenna Ortega is playing
Right.
Wednesday, who was in like Scream, X.
Yeah. Okay.
So she's really popping off in the horror genre
Sure.
this year. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what happens.
I can't promise that I'll watch it, but I will. Well, if it gets good reviews,
At least
maybe
the first
maybe
episode.
I'll
At least
check it
watch
out.
that.
I
Yeah.
might check it out. What do we got for our fourth?
Our next
slot?
one is yet another Netflix movie
Yeah.
from Henry Selick, the acclaimed director of Nightmare Before Christmas and Coraline.
2 great movies.
Yes, starring Jordan Peele and Keegan-Michael Key.
Yes.
The return of Key and Peele,
True.
finally.
Mm-hmm.
Wendell and Wild.
Yes.
This movie or this trailer, I liked it a lot. When I think of Henry Selick, I think of like comedy, but I also think of just going into like the scary aspects, but for kids.
Definitely.
It looked like this was leaning way more into the comedy than like some horror stuff, which I do hope he gets more into because that's one of the things I love about Henry Selick movies.
Right.
I still thought this trailer was really cool. I'm excited to see Key and Peele back on screen. Like, I guess kind of. Yeah.
It is a stop motion, which is very exciting.
I love stop motion.
Like culmination of that art is always interesting to see, and then
Got
also watch
another
behind the
stop
scenes.
motion movie coming this year too with Pinocchio.
Right.
Yeah.
That just
Not the Disney one. Not that one.
Father. I have a whole world to see.
Not that one, not the Tom Hanks one,
No.
the one that hopefully is actually good.
Yeah, everybody getting their hands on Pinocchio right now.
Yeah.
But that's Wendell and Wild. I don't think we know like super too much about it. It's just
I
kinda
don't
like,
think so.
It's on the horizon. Something to look forward to. What do we got next, Anthony?
So we're gonna end this with our 2 like big trailers
Yeah.
of the week, and we're gonna start that off with a movie that we kind of put on our schedule to review. I wasn't even sure about it because I was like, man, I don't know, like, who knows if this will even like come out. But we got a trailer for it. It's called Violet Night, and it's John Wick Santa Claus.
Yes, it is.
And my hype level went from 0 to 100 watching this trailer.
Yeah.
It looks so cheesy, but in the best way. It looks really good.
I agree.
And like it knows what it is.
I agree. It takes itself seriously in a way where it's like, I know it's Santa Claus fighting. Well, because I first heard about it, I was confused. I thought, we should also mention it's David Harbour, right?
Yes.
As Santa. I thought it was evil Santa, killing like innocent people, but it's Santa, like defending like a family of like robbers against robbers, and it looks like it's rated R, I believe. It better be. And it looks gruesome, and that's what it should be.
And he had so many like cheesy one-liners, but they worked so well.
Yeah.
You're on my naughty
Santa
list.
Claus is coming to town.
Like stuff like that, and it just worked in the world that they were playing in. John Leguizamo as the villain, just constantly saying, "There's no such thing as a Santa Claus."
I still hate trailers that show me too much of the movie. I feel like we saw like a like almost a jump scare of the final battle. I won't say that. If you want to watch the trailer, go ahead. But you've been warned that you might have. I don't know if it's the final battle. It looked like a final battle.
Have you seen Nobody?
I've not.
Okay.
I've seen clips of it though.
Nobody is what got me really excited because that is also just so good. But unlike it's like John Wick with the action scenes, but it also doesn't take itself like too seriously, which is what got me really excited for Violent Night when they like put that on the screen. Because that movie is just so good too, and so I can't wait to see what they do with a Santa Claus just beating up a bunch of thugs.
I think it'll be a really good Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it. Where can we find it? Is it on?
It's coming to theaters.
It's a theater movie.
Yeah, it's a theater movie.
I did not know.
Yeah,
that. I thought it was a streaming service for sure.
No, this one's going to the theaters.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
can't wait to review it.
That will be a good time. But let's push these rookies to the side and talk about a real movie.
A real movie.
A real. It's a movie.
Yeah, from the creators of Despicable Me.
From the creators of most Mario, or all of the Mario games.
It's Mario.
It's Mario. Nintendo and Illumination have teamed up
Yes.
to create just okay. Before the trailer came out for this film, I was entirely skeptical. They released during a Nintendo Direct. They released the cast. We have Chris Pratt as Mario.
He's so
super
cool.
That was already we got Seth Rogen.
It was just
as
so
Donkey Kong.
chaotic.
Yeah,
But like,
this movie exists somehow.
I loved like just seeing like in that casting announcement Jack Black as Bowser. I was like, yes.
Yeah, everybody's reaction to the or that like release was like Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Anya Taylor-Joy, okay, and then Jack Black like, okay.
Well, I think they were also like Anya Taylor-Joy is a good choice, and then it went immediately, I think, to like Charlie Day as Luigi, and they were like, wait, what?
I think Charlie Day is gonna be great.
I love Charlie Day. Yeah, I'm excited to see him in this.
From the little clip we got at the end of the trailer of just him like panicking, I think it'll be good.
I am also so excited to hear Donkey Kong with Seth Rogen's laugh.
I'm not ready
because they're gonna make him do it.
They have to.
But anyway, what did you think of the trailer?
I thought the trailer looked amazing. I thought the
let's start with that.
animation and the visuals was incredible.
Yeah, especially the beginning.
Yes.
Like, it seems like better than anything Illumination has ever done.
Mm-hmm.
And I even think, like, their Grinch movie was stylistically beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But this just looks on another level.
Yeah. They have kicked it up a notch since Minions and Despicable Me. And I think visually this movie has a lot going for it. It is that whole, like, I like that the trailer isn't just a lot of, like, cut, like fast cut. Here's like a bunch of just action.
Yeah, they show
for
you
kids.
a whole scene.
It sinks your like it's hooks into you. We get Bowser immediately. Jack Black.
He's pretty good.
I'm not completely sold on it yet. I think I just need to see more. But you can tell he's definitely having fun with the role.
I think I am sold on him because I loved the casting of Jack Black as Bowser, but going in I was a little worried that they just do Jack Black's voice. But he still altered it a little bit, which is what got me excited. I'm like, okay, no, he's actually trying to do Bowser.
Right.
And then we got to the next scene. By the way, the penguin joke with the snowballs, I loved. Yeah. I thought that was so funny, and it worked really well.
I really liked, I didn't expect to see my favorite little penguins that everybody throws off cliffs in this game. Or this movie. It looks like they know what they're talking about. I feel like Nintendo is breathing down Illumination's neck so they don't mess anything up.
After the live action movie.
Yes. Nintendo's not going to let this one flop.
Yeah. And then we got to the next scene.
And then we get Mario.
Yeah. Well, before that, we got Toad.
We did get Toad.
Yeah. And that's Michael Key.
Yes, it is.
And once again, it seemed like you can kind of hear his voice, but he's also putting on a voice for Toad, which I think worked.
I think that his interpretation of Toad's voice is probably the closest you can get without just like pure ear nasal. Like, I can't watch this movie. This is so annoying.
And so you're like, okay, they're actually putting, like, all these actors are putting an effort to like change their voices to do something different, but also like what am I trying to say? That pays homage to the characters in the games.
Original. Yeah.
And then you get, what is this place? It's just Chris Pratt.
So we have famous Mario characters like Luigi, we have Toad, we have Donkey Kong. Not in the trailer, but all of them are featured. And then we have the most famous character is Chris Pratt,
who said beforehand, this is nothing like you've heard before.
Well, I have seen another Chris Pratt movie, so clearly that was wrong.
I mean, like, at the very end, it seemed like he had like a slight like Boston accent.
Like, hey, what is this place? And he's not even doing that. He's like, oh my god, how hard is it?
And then how hard is it? Mushroom Kingdom, here we come. It's like he's doing a little bit of an accent, but when he said, "What is this place?" the accent wasn't there. Yeah. So it's gonna come and go. Yeah. It's gonna be.
It's so rough immediately. I feel like the writing decision of having like Mushroom Kingdom, here we come, and not like Let's a Go or Here we go, or just
Yeah.
like a Mario line in the trailer for Mario. I don't know. I think that was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm excited for this movie, but for the non-Mario bits.
Yes, because I feel like the consensus I've seen with fans right now, or I'd say fans, I'd say people who watch movies for fun, is everybody was really excited to bash this movie, and then the trailer came out and was like, oh, this
Yeah.
like might be good, and then Chris Pratt came out and was like, okay, I have something to laugh
This
at.
might be good.
Yeah. I don't know. It comes out like next year.
Yeah,
April?
I think April.
Yeah, it comes
I
out
think.
2 days after my.
Yeah.
Oh, I already said it, so I doxed myself. That's okay.
What's your address?
I'm not gonna tell you. I follow the wind.
We
I don't
gotta
live
get
anywhere.
people to send us fan mail. Come on.
Yeah, send us a PO box at your address. Come on.
What's NKU's address?
NKU Boulevard at 123
Yeah.
7. I don't know.
Anyway,
Mario.
Mario.
is a movie that's
Excited
coming out.
to see Bowser. Excited to see Luigi.
I'm excited.
Less excited to see Mario in a Mario movie.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's Mario.
Cool.
One more thing I would want to hit on is that we are quickly and faster than I think anybody realizes approaching the Smash Cinematic Universe. We got Detective Pikachu. We have Sonic.
We
We
do.
have Mario. If we don't get a Mario v Sonic movie, I don't know what Hollywood's doing. I don't know what they think they're going
it
to print
has
their
to
money
be
from. But
during the next Olympics.
I could see them doing it. I could absolutely see them doing that because we already have this weird. I also say Mario, like, it's not a huge problem. I didn't really notice until people online pointed it out that he looks like a little too like he does. There's
Yeah,
some
the look was a
elements
little
of him
strange to me.
that feels off from the games, but it's not a huge problem. But he looks Sonic the same way Sonic was like real lifeified. I feel like Mario could pass in the real world with James Marsden and a various assortment. Like, oh my goodness, there's opportunity here for them to build something. Now we just gotta see if they don't Chris Pratt it. So
Hey guys, I'm Mario.
it's
Wahoo! Let's go.
I hate it because I know that's what it's gonna sound like, and I'm already disappointed. But that was our
Yeah.
trailers. I think it's about time.
I think it is time.
to get into the truly. So this year, and I want to be as vocal about this as I can. My favorite movie of all time came out this year. It's Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Of all time.
Yes, that movie
Okay.
is phenomenal. It completely like stole my heart and everything with movies.
You gotta watch Swiss Army Man.
That movie is no longer my favorite of all time. That, of course, is replaced by Lyle Crocodile.
This is gonna be another
the-
Clifford.
The second of 3 movies to feature a anthropomorphic animal in New York who shouldn't be there but is and is wonderful. That is, of course, referencing Clifford. And then Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues has not come out yet. So we're going to have to wait on that one. I can't
feel
really
like-
speak to the...
Should we count Blue's Clues yet? Because that's gonna be like a
Yes.
TV movie,
Yes.
and like, it
Yes.
might just be 40
Yes.
minutes.
Yes.
But like,
Yes.
okay,
Blue's Clues counts.
I feel like we should wait to see if next year brings us another.
Well, it's going to continue. There's no way. There's no way it stops.
It's gonna
ever.
be a cinematic universe.
Yes, or it's gonna be New York, and we're gonna have like an Avengers of like Clifford and Blues, and we're gonna have Lyle, and probably a bunch of others that I haven't, like Stuart Little. Is he in
The
New York?
Smurfs?
I don't know if the Smurfs would count.
No, the Smurfs.
The Smurfs do not count. They're not animals. They're people.
And then they join forces with Sonic and Mario.
Okay. Anyways,
What
Lyle
did you think of
Crocodile-
the movie?
I freaking love this movie. Okay, let's.
All honesty.
Okay. Curtain gone, act down. I gave this movie a 4 out of 5 stars. What?
I thought you were gonna say out of 10.
Oh, no.
4 out of 5. Okay, continue.
Thank you. This movie was really good. Stop laughing. I enjoyed this movie, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I thought it was a good time. I thought it was a pretty decent story, actually, as far as kids, like... Okay. I don't know if Anthony agrees with me over there.
No, keep going.
I rate movies on how I enjoyed them, and I enjoyed this movie pretty decently.
Yeah.
I feel like everything I'm gonna say is gonna get horribly judged now. I don't care though. I'm allowed to speak my mind.
Live your truth.
Yes, the music was good. I like the music. I thought it was pretty good. The opening number. I've never seen Greatest Showman, but I imagine this is kind of like what that is.
Okay. Let me say that. I was watching this movie,
Uh-huh.
and the first song came on, and I was like, I kind of like this, and then I immediately thought, wait, is this Greatest Showman people? And then afterwards, I looked online. It's the Greatest Showman people.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
my girlfriends thought I was crazy for saying that.
No, it's the songwriters of the Greatest Showman, because like they started singing, and I was like,
Exactly.
No, this
like
has got to be
it's
those
big
people.
orchestral music. It's like somebody with Hugh Jackman's voice is great, but from the music that I've heard of Greatest Showman, it does feel like weirdly produced in the scenes, where it feels like almost artificial and it's not diegetic in the scenes. I don't know. I've not seen the movie.
I mean, I wouldn't say so.
But I felt like it was like the same. It felt the same vibe in this movie. So
And also talking about like hopes and dreams and stuff like that.
Right.
I guess I'll talk about what I thought about it.
Yeah. What did you think of this?
I
movie?
didn't hate it. I'll give you that. I think it's a better movie than Clifford.
You know what? Again, curtains are down. My mask is off. Clifford, it was good.
No.
Okay, I lied. It wasn't that good. But this movie was actually like pretty decent.
It was fine.
What did you not like about it? Give me a 5-paragraph essay.
Okay, so this movie is about family, friendship, and the power of trash.
Yes. Go on. Is that what you
So,
not like about? Oh, do you not
this
like
movie-
family and friendship?
I gotta say, I don't know why, but for some reason,
Mm-hmm.
when I went into this movie, I didn't know it was a musical, even though I knew it was about a
didn't
singing
either.
crocodile.
I didn't either.
I thought it was gonna be like Alvin and the Chipmunks,
Mhm.
where like
I didn't know Lyle didn't talk. I thought
Yeah.
Lyle talked like a
I
human.
thought so too.
I didn't know his gimmick was that he can only sing.
Which, come on, that's kind of dumb.
What? That he can only sing?
Yeah, that he
Why?
can sing human words, but he can't just speak it.
Anthony, you're quite literally part of the problem. You're the people that this movie antagonizes.
No, but okay. So
You
let me
think
just say
Lyle's
this.
weird because he can't talk?
Let me just say this. I'm
What
gonna
do you
need
think
your help with the beginning of the movie.
Okay.
When I watched this movie,
Mm-hmm.
after like the very first song,
Mm-hmm.
and then we get a whole big exposition dump about like what's happened with Lyle, and then we get this new family coming in. I missed all of that because all of a sudden in the theater, this kid just started crying, and then the kid stood up, looked at me, and then started to walk out the theater, and I looked down. The parents were gone, and this kid was like 3 years old. And so then, as the kid is walking down the aisle, this other mom stands up and looks back at me and yells, "Is that your kid?" And I was like, no, I don't know whose kid is it. Like, I saw her mom leave, but I thought the kid's mom like left with him. So I was like just dumbfounded. Like, wait, the mom just left her son just sitting there? So then the other mom and I just stood up and started looking for the mom because I'm like, we can't let this kid just walk around the theater.
Right.
And then immediately mom came back in and for some reason was like really mad at the son for getting up and trying to look for her because she just got herself a soda, which I'm like, just take your kid with you then if you're just getting a soda. So anyway, I missed a good chunk of the exposition, so I was kind of lost going through this.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't
That's
know.
rough. I did not have that experience.
Yeah,
but I had some people whispering in the back of the theater, and I could kind of hear them, but they weren't too bad.
Yeah, I mean the music I kind of liked. I really liked the first song until they did a reprise of it like 5 extra times.
Listen,
throughout the
they
movie.
were busy. They couldn't come up with more original songs. They had one good one.
Hey
and
guys,
worked.
look at us now. Hey, look at us now. Look at us now.
Now what'd you do? You looked at them then. So
Yeah,
who-
this is
yeah.
this is a movie about a singing crocodile who has
Mhm.
stage fright,
Yeah.
and the moral of this story is who cares about your fears? We're going to put you on stage. We don't care about what you're comfortable with. You're going to do this because if not, people are going to see you as a monster, even though you've been on stage before and people didn't freak out. And people were fine with it. This movie is also about a child who who is very insecure about himself, has no confidence, has no friends until he meets a crocodile. Instead of freaking out, is just completely cool with it.
He freaks
Immediately
out.
he freaks out for a second and then chases after the crocodile. And then the crocodile walks him home, and then he's immediately has all the confidence in the world. And then the crocodile forces him to go dumpster diving, and then force feeds him trash afterwards. And then the kid's like, "Oh my god, I love this trash. This trash is so good." This is telling kids to go
Have you
dumpster
tried
diving
trash?
and eat trash.
Have you tried
I've
trash?
not tried
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Have
That's what
you?
I thought. Yes. It's delicious.
What trash have you tried?
Yeah, like New York dumpster trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also about a mom who falls in love with a crocodile and is also
Excuse
gets
me?
force fed. Oh yeah, to the point where the husband is like, "Are you cheating on me? Just tell me.
No.
Just tell me."
Yeah, you are completely taking that out of proportions. That the
scene,
threat of
the
love and
song
cheating was never.
with
It was very much a
Lyle
friendship.
cooking with the mom.
It was a friendship.
No, come on.
There's no
Lyle was flirting.
Anthony, I can understand you validly criticizing the message and moral of the story, but that is where I draw the line. There was no vibes between there was friendship vibes, and that was it. This is a kids movie.
I don't know, because she was all about like eating healthy and stuff, and like which is kind of a good thing. And then she's just having like pizza in the morning and stuff. And I'm like, I feel like that's not a good way. That's not like you improving yourself. That's you like unproving yourself. I don't know.
I
don't know
think
the word.
she
but-
was mentally better off because of it. I think she was putting a lot
But
of
then she
stress
was
in her,
being
and then
very unhealthy.
I think she was putting too much stress into
She was
being
eating
healthy,
trash. Her and her son were
So?
eating trash.
though. And
Lyle was force feeding the kid
Lyle
trash.
force fed him once.
And then he force fed the mom.
Once.
And then he forced the dad to wrestle.
He didn't force the dad to wrestle. The dad
He
wanted
kinda-
to wrestle.
No.
The dad
The
wanted
dad
to
was
wrestle.
leaving, and Lyle pushed him over and said, "No, we're fighting."
Yeah, and
And then the dad was like, "Okay, I guess I have to fight this crocodile."
no, the
Dude,
dad
the
was
dad would
the
die
dad was
fighting
excited.
him.
The dad was excited too. Lyle let him win. That was the point of the movie. We're spoiling
No.
so much crap right now.
Hey, spoiler alert for Lyle Crocodile. By the way, so this is the part I missed. What happened to Javier Bardem? Like, why did he leave?
The magician.
Yeah.
So
By the way, at the beginning, it's not really a
Yes.
spoiler.
um.
Javier Bardem is like a magician. He uses Lyle for his own personal
Yes, he
gain
does.
to like make money, go on stage. Hey, I have a singing crocodile, everyone,
Mhm.
and everyone's cool with it until the end when they're not cool with it for some reason.
They're cool with it. They're just like, this crocodile can't sing because he gets stage fright.
No, I mean at the end with the cops and everything.
Oh, well, we'll get there. I'm putting a spoiler warning at the beginning. If you're this far in,
Sorry.
if you're a live listener, I deeply
I'm sorry. I
apologize.
can't talk about this movie
This has
without
gone-
spoiling it.
I think this is the first time we've done this, but this has gone too far, and this train is not stopping. So
well, how would you rate it?
how would I rate this? I would rate a 4 out of 5 stars.
But
You
on
heard
our
me.
scale.
On our scale,
Yes. Don't say it.
I would give this movie genuinely
Yes.
an 86%.
I give it a 40.
Be mad. You're a hater, and that's okay. Okay.
Okay.
If you're spoilers,
we got that down.
Yeah, we're
spoilers.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, by the way, no spoilers yet. Next week we're reviewing Halloween.
Right. Yes.
Check us out. What's the Rotten Tomato score? What do you think?
Oh, we're doing okay. Lyle, critics 99. No, critics is like 76.
Okay.
Audience 76.
Okay.
I'm just shooting toys in the
I'm
same
bringing
spot.
it up right now. You said that way too quickly.
I'm sorry, I was so confident in my answer and myself after
So
watching
for-
Lyle Crocodile that I learned confidence in. I'm sorry that I wanted to be proud of something that I was shy and then
So for critics, you said 76%.
I said 76%.
For 44 ratings.
Wait, excuse me? 44?
Yes.
No, why is nobody seeing this movie?
The critics' tomato meter is 70%.
Okay, now I'll
For
take that.
audience,
That's
what
a
did
dub.
you say?
I said 76.
76.
Kids love this movie.
With
No
over
way.
250 verified ratings, the audience score is 94%.
Anthony, you look at me like I'm a madman. You look at me like I'm a crazy person, and then the numbers don't lie. The numbers are you're the minority here. Lyle Crocodile is a great movie. Spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're in spoilers.
So also, these people are just, they look at Lyle once, they're like, oh no, and then they're completely fine with him. Just a live crocodile.
They bond with the crocodile.
No, but even before they bond with the crocodile, like the mom.
The mom completely loses her mind. She runs downstairs and then Lyle chases after her.
No, like she's like, oh no, crocodile's in the house. And then she goes back to the house and she's like, oh, like you're here and stuff. And like, and then the dad is also like, man, my wife's cheating on me with the crocodile.
He didn't
he's just
say
sad.
she's cheating on her with a crocodile.
He thinks she's cheating because she's
No.
way too happy. Which, by the way, your wife's happy,
That's
and then
his
you're
own
immediately
problem
like,
with his own.
that
like,
is
yeah.
that is a problem.
That's its own thing.
That's
but
a
it's
problem.
not related to him like being a crocodile. He has no reason to believe she is cheating on him with a crocodile. He assumes incorrectly and very poorly that she is cheating, but none of that is to do with the crocodile. He doesn't know about the crocodile until much later.
I guess
The question about happiness comes before he knows about Lyle.
I guess, but
So-
like they're also way too soon being influenced by Lyle. Like the kid who meets Lyle for one night just immediately becomes way too confident. You know?
This is this kid's first friend, and it's a freaking walking, talking crocodile. It doesn't talk. It
But like,
sings.
it's not even a friend. He just walks the
He
kid
is a
home.
friend.
Like he just walks him home, and then in the morning he's like, "Hey, have my card because you're my friend." But
I think you're mad.
I want to say this. This is a comedy. I laughed 2 times in this. The first time is when the magician is in like a taxi cab or whatever, and
Yeah.
then he gets thrown out.
Yeah.
And he hits the ground hard. I was cackling,
Yeah.
and then like I think I saw a few people like look back towards me.
Yeah.
But so there's that,
Mhm.
and then the second time is when the magician is trying to break Lyle out of the zoo.
Yeah.
And these crocodiles are coming towards him, about to eat him, about to
Yeah.
kill him.
Yes.
He's like, Lyle, please help me. And Lyle's like, no, you are going to die here.
Lyle was ready to. I think I have a note in my my funny little notes page about that moment because it was like this movie's about to get really dark.
He was about to kill
What did I say?
the magician.
The magician, by the way, I think was
Javier Bardem.
used well.
I don't know. I
as a
liked him at
plot
first,
device.
and then like I was like, oh wait, is he a bad guy? And then oh, is he a good guy? Oh, is he a bad guy?
This movie was about to get super dark. Is
Yeah.
what I said.
When this, oh my god, the scene with the cat being depressed, like when
did
they
get Murray
did a
in this, I forgot about
montage.
that.
Oh yeah, he was good in this too.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. But the montage when the magician sells Lyle out, I was also like just a little distracted, so I like just completely forgot that he sold Lyle out, and I just thought like Murray just was like, oh, crocodile animal control, took him to the zoo.
What? The magician sold Lyle out?
Yeah, because he got the money.
I didn't catch that. That
Yeah, 'cause
completely
it
went
was-
over my head.
It was in the montage of like all these people looking sad because Lyle isn't there. Like the mom is like, "Oh, my lover's gone," and the dad is like, "Oh, my wrestling partner's gone," and then the cat's like, "Oh no, I can't have diarrhea anymore. What what will I do?" Which, by the way, why is the cat like this kid for one keeps kidnapping this cat, and no, it's not his cat, and then he just keeps taking it. And the cat
The
gets
cat
sad because it
is
doesn't have diarrhea anymore.
you are you are
These are
misconstruing
no,
this movie so
no.
incredibly much. One, the cat completely of its own free will. Is it Loretta? What's the name of
I
the cat?
think so.
Um,
But then the kid picks up the cat
yeah,
and
and does the
brings
cat
it with him.
the cat? I think the cat clearly looked like he was vibing. I think the cat
That was Stockholm syndrome.
maybe the cat just liked being free and confident in itself around Lyle, and you just hate that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you hate children's movies with good morals and good songs and
No,
stuff.
this was not a good moral. The morals of this was eat trash, be forced to go out of your comfort zone, which can be a good message. But this was to be like, everyone's gonna hate you unless you do something you desperately don't want to do. And I don't know what's the other. I don't know. I don't know what other morals there are except for eat trash.
I
Trash brings people together.
need to watch this movie another time.
Yeah.
I think
Even
this
though
movie,
this trash of a movie is tearing us apart. I just wanted to see how you would react by me saying that.
listen, man, I think the amount of times that you've called me a hater in the past is kind of coming to fruition now, and it's kind of showing your real cards.
Hey, I'm not saying I hate this movie. I don't hate the movie.
You gave it a 40, dude.
Yeah, I don't think that's hate. I think that's just one step below mediocrity.
Wow. Rude, first of all. Wrong, second of all. Let me pull up my notes, because there's probably more stuff I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Or one of the things I did like about the movie was the weird TikTok friendship with
Yeah.
the kid at school, which was
She was in like 4
yeah,
scenes.
it was like completely unnecessary, and
It
the
was
writers
just so
were
they
like
could get into
the thing at the end.
Yeah.
I feel like the writers could have found a better or more clever way to get them in instead of just like
Yeah. Lyle's a crocodile. Just break down the door.
no, we need to go back. We need to add a character to the beginning, and then they just do all that, and then it's like because the first time we see her. The friend they're in a hallway, and they're filming a TikTok or I forgot, I don't care what it's called. It's a TikTok in the middle of a hallway in school, and then he the main character, the kid, walks through them, and everybody's like, "Dude, you walking in front of my
that is not
video?"
what school is like. Come on.
It might be
Those-
now. I've not been in school.
Those were
for a while.
stereotypical like high school bullies.
One
come
of my
on.
notes was like new bullies quotation marks made TikToks and film in front of places. Where it's like that's the new trope for bullies is they're TikTokers.
Yeah, and if you accidentally step foot in one of their videos,
And it's
you
like,
are going to be bullied.
She was the one who started bullying him there, or is like supposed to be like I'm here to tell you that Josh is being picked on.
Was that his name, Josh?
Yes.
Okay.
According to my thing, so I hope so. It was like I think it was Josh or it's Joshua, but Josh. And she was there to like. Look, it's the runt of this grade. It's like, I'm going to pick on him. That's her purpose. And then the next time we see her, she sends him a friend request and immediately starts talking to him in school.
Yeah.
I think it would have been more expressive if he talked to her with his newfound confidence after eating trash. But that's not how it played out. I thought that whole friendship was weird, and
It was.
It could have been cut, I think, most frankly.
That reminded me of something. Oh, yeah. It did remind me of something, but Shawn Mendes, he kind of does too much in this movie too. Like his singing is a little extra.
I would not listen to his music outside of Lyle Crocodile.
Are you gonna have the soundtrack on repeat?
I'm gonna know every word by the end of today.
Especially since they just sang the same song 5 times.
Listen, dude, you're angry. You come up with at least 5 songs. Anyways, I wasn't a huge fan of like his voice, but I think it was done well. I think it was Greatest Showman-esque, and I like the music from Greatest Showman vaguely because I've not seen it, but I know the music. It's just like pop star, like modern pop star, like
Yeah.
wavy, and I don't have a huge problem with it. I know it's subjective. I think.
Yeah.
I thought it was done well, and for how many lines Shawn Mendes got, which is none because they're all sung, I thought it was pretty good. I'm glad I didn't have to listen to another singer try to act. It was just singing, so I thought that was done well. I think most of the to counter that, or not counter that point, but like to assist that in the movie, they had to do all of humor with Lyle had to be non-spoken movement humor,
Which
and
did not work.
I'd say most of the time it wasn't too bad. If I was a kid, I probably would have.
It felt like it was just too much, like too goofy. Like, oh, haha, look at us. Like, especially as the movie kept going, it felt like they just leaned more into that, and it didn't work for me.
I think my main problem with that, like, progression of jokes is that they started to rely on telling the joke. Like, they would stop showing it and they'd start telling it, and that's just not funny. What's one of my? I had an example, or there was like the family with Lyle goes to get like a freeze or like a ice cream or something. Yeah, it was ice cream, and then Lyle eats the whole thing in one bite, and then he goes, he shakes his head a lot, and then the kid's like, he got a brain freeze,
and the dad's not there because he's feeling emasculated because he thinks his wife is cheating on him with the crocodile.
Anthony, you're making me go crazy here.
He literally says,
he doesn't,
who are you cheating on me with?
We already solved this problem 15 minutes earlier in the podcast. He says that he confronts her about seeing somebody else before he knows about Lyle at all.
I know, but still.
You can't keep bringing this up. You're going to mislead people.
No, because like they're like, hey, do you want to go out? He's like, no, I'm going for a jog.
This is
like,
called
I
misinformation.
don't want to be around.
He has his own problems with.
Yeah, it's his problem. Like
trust.
It's his own insecurities and trust
out.
issues and stuff.
It has nothing to do with the crocodile, though. That is not Lyle's fault. You cannot put that on Lyle.
He kind of hates Lyle at the beginning. Because he's like, I don't want to be around that crocodile.
All of them hate Lyle at the beginning. It's a crocodile in their house.
And then they're like, trash.
Then they bond over an awesome song, and then they're friends. And if you can't see that, then that sucks to be you. What's funny? I'm sorry, what? No, explain, elaborate.
Just you defending this movie so much.
It was a good time. Clifford was fun to make fun of because it was like structured
fun
pretty
to make
terribly.
Fun of.
But this was like, if I was a kid, I would have loved this movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a horrible movie. It's fine.
You gave it a 40%. It's not. That's not a fine. I don't think.
Okay, how's a 50? How's that? 50.
No, don't bargain with me. You stay confident with your answers. Stay 40. Just call it bad like you think it is.
I don't hate it. I do think kids will like it. I do think it's fine, but it's not the best. Now that's misinformation.
I'm gonna gaslight you so hard.
But like, I think kids will like it. I think it's fine. I just think they could have done more with it.
You literally just said it was terrible.
I said some parts of it are terrible.
No, you said all of it was terrible. And then you gave it a 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, you are what your shirt is saying right now. For those of you who don't know, his shirt says feral.
Yeah, and it has
You're
a freaking
acting
awesome
feral.
opossum on it, and you're just jealous that you don't have this shirt. I don't know. I got this at a convention. I don't know who made it. I wish I had the name because I'd totally shout you out right now. But it's really, really good. Look up feral possum shirt, and you'll probably get a lot of things. But on this podcast that you can't see what I'm wearing, just trust me, it's good. Anyways, for that weird ad break. Lyle. I mean, it was a great movie.
What was your favorite song?
Favorite song?
Yeah.
Probably the only one that's in the movie.
I mean, there were like 3 total.
Not the mom one. I didn't like the mom's voice very much. Just not my taste. I probably the first opening number.
Yeah. Which version? Do you
the first one, like the first appearance.
Yeah, that was my favorite because honestly, that happened. I was like, oh, maybe I'm gonna like this movie. So I was like tapping along and stuff, and then it just kept
you don't
going.
like this movie?
I just said I don't like the movie.
No, you didn't.
I think it's fine, but I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. I think it's fine.
I guess it's okay to be wrong sometimes, but
You too. It
I
is
mean-
okay to be wrong. Did you cry?
yes. No, I didn't. Yeah, there wasn't anything like too heartbreaking.
I
in
almost
this.
cried at the trash. I'm like, because I was like saying out like, "Don't eat that, please don't eat that." And then he
Mhm.
force feeds the kid trash, and then he chucks the kid into the trash can when the mom's there.
Yeah,
I'm like, that kid's dead.
he's not dead. He did a cool flip. I think you just need to look at the brighter side of life sometimes.
You want to go dumpster diving after this? Let's see
No,
what it's all about.
I'm busy actually. I got somewhere I gotta, Yeah.
Are you dumpster diving with other people?
No. Yeah, with a crocodile actually. Another. Here's. I'm just gonna get the rest of my notes done real quick.
Yeah.
Or the wrestling scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know where they actually got the inspiration for that?
Where?
Idris Elba's Beast.
I almost watched that this weekend.
I almost did not. We see the friend like 3 times total, and each time I said a bunch of mining was done off screen because it's like, where did this friendship development come from? It doesn't make sense. That was it. I didn't have any other notes because this movie's pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
I guess that's
all
it.
I really got. I think for Lyle
the
Crocodile.
first time we just did a full spoiler session.
I think that's your fault. I think
That is my fault. Like I do kind of feel bad about that. I am sorry.
To be fair, I don't think many people are seeing Lyle tragically. We have 44 critic reviews.
Let's see how it did this past weekend.
Yeah.
As
I
I
think
do
it
that,
needs to do better. I know Bros flopped really hard, which
yeah,
sucks. It got
that
really good
sucks.
reviews.
Go see Bros.
Yeah. But Bros was a really good time. So we've had some really good movies lately. We got Lyle, we got Bros. That's it. Actually, I can't think of any others.
It came in second place. First place was Smile,
Okay,
and it
that's
made
fair.
11.5 million.
Lyle made 11.5
Yes.
million. Lyle did better than Bros.
Yeah.
Lyle didn't even break, or Bros didn't even break 5. I don't think 5 was its
No.
goal.
Oh, Bros made 2.1 million this weekend. That's not
Yeah.
good.
That's rough. But that just cements Lyle as
No.
the king of movies.
No.
This is my favorite movie of all time. Curtains back up, by the way. I am proud to announce that this movie will be my inspiration, and I will. The only thing that I'll ever try and do in EMB is get to the point where I get to make the sequel to this. Called,
This is the end of That's a Wrap. Like, we don't need to review any other movies because Austin's found the one.
Well, nothing's ever gonna be better, but that's what I thought when we reviewed Clifford. So
Shut
I'm
up.
just.
You gave Clifford what, a 4 or a 3? What did you give Clifford?
I gave Clifford a 10.
No, you did not. Don't
Yes, I
gaslight
did.
me.
I gave Clifford a 10. On that episode, I did give it a really high score.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
I'm kidding. I give it a 4, I guess. But I think that it still wasn't that bad. I still had a good time watching Clifford. The movie was
Anyway.
bad, but I had a good time with it. Okay, well, check us out next week for Blue's Clues.
No, next week's Halloween ends.
When is Blue's Clues? That's like deep November, right?
Yeah, that's
21st or
the
something.
week after Black Panther.
I'm so excited for Blue's Clues, dude.
Are you excited for Halloween?
No.
I think that's gonna be a good review.
I need to
too.
watch the other movies first. I'll probably do that. Like, where are they? Are the Halloween movies? Are they
I
on?
own them. I own them.
Okay, gotcha. Noted then.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to find. Well, I'll talk to you about that because
Yeah.
I might be able to find something. Anyways, that's for after the show.
Yes.
So, listeners, how are you doing today?
How are you doing? Yeah.
We haven't really gotten to talk to y'all personally. It's mostly just us talking, but we want to hear from you too. I hope you've been enjoying. Anthony's been doing a great job of keeping up the Instagram.
Yes.
That's Rap NCR.
I did forget
really
to
is-
make the post until this morning.
Listen, we all got stuff going on.
Yeah.
But you still get it done, and I think that's a great. You've done a genuinely really good job.
Thank you.
I think this is definitely a labor of love, and I think it's a really good time. I know for me
It
personally, I wouldn't have watched Lyle Crocodile. I probably wouldn't have gone in. Well, I probably would have seen Bros because I have a
Yeah.
couple of other friends who are interested in seeing it. But there's like so many movies that I've not
Yeah,
seen.
there's a lot of movies I wouldn't have seen without the podcast.
Yeah.
A lot of them are the bad movies
Yeah,
we
but that's like
reviewed.
some of the best. Like some of those are our best episodes
Yeah.
because it's just so fun to talk about.
Tune in in 3 weeks for the Munsters.
The Munsters is like in my head. It's like standing at the end of a tunnel and like just waiting with like a baseball bat.
For those of you who don't know, last week after we recorded, we were like trying to upload the episode, and as we were doing it, I showed Austin the first 5 minutes only of the Munsters, and to give you a sneak peek of our review, it wasn't good.
I think I had to tap out.
You did.
That was
You tapped out the exact same moment I tapped out when I first tried to watch it.
to something Anthony had me do. Was count the number of wolf howls that appear in the background.
In the first 5 minutes, once again.
Only in the
yes.
first 5 minutes. You might be surprised to find how many there are. It's very.
Was it 7?
I don't remember
It
too
might have
many.
been more.
Well, listeners, you're just gonna have to watch and listen, figure that out for us. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you very much
Yeah,
for
really,
everyone who
thank you.
listens.
We love doing this podcast.
Yeah.
We're not even sure how many people listen.
And we do not
but-
have a clue. But it's just a good time. And
Yeah.
so if our nonsense about Lyle brings anybody a little bit of joy, then it's a
We've
good
done
time.
our job. Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
This episode. So until next time.
That's a wrap.